Did you hear another blast?
No, that's...
There's another blast.
Harris, that's
No,
not funny.
No, you tell them who you are, Jill, and tell them how you got here.
Harris made me walk up so that we could be on the site of the World Trade Center disaster, and this is September 12, 2001.
It's about 26 hours after the explosion. Both of the two towers are cooling on. You can see firefighters fighting the remaining part of the blaze. Smoke continues to billow out. Every few minutes the wind carries up north and the smoke billows out, billowing over Upper Manhattan. There's fear that many of those glass buildings on the other side are in danger of collapse. The structural supports may have weakened, and there's fear that sometime soon some of those buildings may give way.
One plane just came straight down the Hudson, right over these buildings, straight down, flew right into the first building. I think that might have been building number 1 and maybe number 2, I'm not too sure. Went right in, and another plane came 17 minutes later, and it came around and it did a loop around over these buildings, and it went past the first building and it went right into the second building.
It's possible that perhaps the rubble has fallen into the earth, into the sub-basement of what was World Trade Center, Tower 1 and 2, perhaps 7 stories down. Firefighters, police, and rescue workers frantically trying to find survivors as the hours tick away. Very, very grim sight indeed. If you look straight ahead, you were probably on the 40th floor of the World Trade Center.
They were inside the building, but since like behind them is mass smoke and fire coming down.
So they were waiting by the edge.
Yeah, and they were like waving like their flags and like T-shirts like "Help us, help us."
Were they holding hands?
At the time there was a couple holding hands. At the time
How
there
old
was
were these people?
probably in their 20s, 30s. These faces, I could see them falling like that, and they were just like out. So 5 at a time once. A couple was holding hands. Just every like other 10 seconds you see another one fall, another one fall, another one fall.
How long did they wait by that bench before they jumped?
I could say about a minute, not even. It didn't even take that long because everything was coming. There was flames. Everything was. It blew up, and it was so hot it was melting the steel. People had no chance, so it just insane.
So you saw flames behind them.
When I seen the second plane hit, and the flame just came out.
If you look up and you pan the camera up maybe 30 degrees, you can see what was perhaps the 90th floor of the World Trade Center, where the 2 planes hit, and where above that many of the victims jumped for their lives. Jill, shoot this.
Yeah.
If you look really close into the burning heap, you can see an orange glow. That's flame. The fire is still burning 26 hours after the initial explosion. Really tremendous. In that heap, in that rubble, there's still fire. And you can see a glow of it as the smoke billows out. Helicopter planes flying over the city. New York National Guard, U.S. military. Almost all of Lower Manhattan totally evacuated with the exception of emergency workers, Army and police rescue workers. And once again, there's fear that the #1 priority, of course, pulling victims out of that building. Anybody who may have survived. There have been reports all day of victims making frantic cellular phone calls to rescue workers, telling them that they were in the basement and sub-basement of the World Trade Center. About 2 blocks to the west of what was the World Trade Center was the bridge that crossed what was West Street. You can see that was knocked totally off to the side, now lays in the middle of a roadway. Like a child's toy laying on its side.
Mandatory evacuation. You're gonna have to get out of here.
Okay.
Is this the way out?
Yeah. We get out right here. Right to the closet, right over here. See exit,
Where?
Right here to the left. We're gonna be
Put the light on, we don't know where we are.
Is this it?
right here.
Let's go. Jill, are you with us?
Yes.
She's with us. Like here, get close to your husband.
He's not my husband, but. Lights.
Yeah, we're outside there, Charlie.
So we'll go to the front and get it.
We're out.
Oh my God.
You go down these stairs right here.
Thank you. Thank you for the light.
No, they want to go to the street. I'm talking about these two
How do I
people.
go?
Right down here. Go down these stairs.
You guys just go right here and make a right.
But there's no stand button. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, all right?
Yeah.
Ellenville's on the map, all right?
Alright.
Get excited by that.
Okay.
Jill, we had our little adventure.
Yep.
Want to grab a bite and call it a night?
I think so.
Just want to get some water.
This was pretty horrible.
Want some water?
Yeah. Okay. Let me
Let's go.
Everybody up on the sidewalk behind the barricade, please.
Jill, let's go down to the next block.
Okay.
That's why the police and everybody, they thought the first one was an accident. So they responded to it within like 5 minutes. So that's why all the police were in the first building.
And 200 firefighters.
Yeah, and then the second plane came and hit. So when the second plane came and hit, there were already about like 300 or 400 people in there trying to help people get out. That's why it was so bad, because they thought the first one was an accident, but it wasn't an accident.
What are you guys' names?
My name's Chris.
What's your name?
Steve. Don Rosado. I live right here.
And you live in this building here?
Yeah, 310 Grand Street. They said they found five firefighters just like huddled in a small area after they was digging out.
So to the best of your knowledge, all those steel pillars, everything is all compacted and steaming rubble.
Everything. It's even in the floor and just out of the floor, everywhere. There was a bridge there, down.
So it's all compacted, didn't spread out.
No, it just all came down straight like that. But see all the debris and shit, the big ass smoke just coming like that, just surrounded. That's why right here is all white. These papers from the buildings too, just all came out.
Did you see any bodies?
Not up close now. I heard people seen them up close.
This is the roof. This is the roof of the World Trade Center in that far.
These ought to go into the museum.
It is like a museum.
Well, I mean, they should be kept for a museum. They have a policeman watching them.
Guess this is the police car.
this morning, the sun was high. Just another day. Think I'll bum around. Wanna be an angel, but the angels cry. Wanna beat the devil, yeah, I might do that. I'll dream a little. This is a city of dreams. Dream a little. A city of dreams.